This is part 3 of our low budget sled build. Just applied the fresh paint. And if you guys are wondering why there's no boards in the center, it's because our quad and our trike goes on there perfect. We just run some ratchet straps in around the bottom of the bunk, the way we got them cut out there, and strap them down. We got our heavy deck screws going down through there, and that bolt, one on each corner, is going right down through the decking, through that piece of 2-inch, and right down in the runner. So it's pretty solid and very light. The first video now, we had all our stuff down the basement by the wood stove drying out, rotating it. So I'm going to say the wood was probably, it wouldn't totally dry, but 80% anyway. We got a bit of angle iron there made up a hitch. Some valve springs out of an old engine. There for the mount, spring loaded for when you're gives you a little tug on your sled to get you going. And here's what I was mentioning in the last video about our you're actually not hauling from the front, from the rebar goes across. You're hauling from the back. There's a bolt that goes through and treads in, so you're hauling from the rear of your runner pretty much. So sucked in a bit of paint. I had some fisherman's paint there. I guess a good quarter of a gallon. That's a good sign. That means our lumber was partially dry. And I got to show you this back here too. We got a little pelican slide too that we use. Is very lightweight. So if we're in hauling wood or hauling logs, or we got our bike aboard that one, we got a big VK, we can hook our pelican right on here. And we got a nice little flap there that keeps the snow and ice off our hitch. And a hole there for if we wants to haul anything else. Just take our hook, put it in there, or a rope, or... Yeah, I got it screwed on for now. We're going to bolt them later. But it's not going to be an over and on strain on that. Yeah, so our budget is out. The budget is in. Grand total was well, I paid $7 for the something for the screws, decking screws, and that was actually for another project. So if you don't want to count that, you could say it was priceless. So it never cost us nothing directly. The old pieces of stuff that I had there, iron and the wood, come from the mill, or directly from the woods. Bill's mill, Poppy's mill, and scrounge up the paint. I did have to buy the paint, years back, and I, pretty much bought everything. But if you wanted to count just for this, it's stuff I scrounged. That's actually a suspension bracket off a VK. Fit there with glove. We get a big bed liner now, goes on that too. Screws on top of that. It's Tundra, off Toyota Tundra, 2008, I guess. Cut the bed liner in half and joined it together. And that fits on there perfect. And I'm going to make up a couple pins, so I'll show you the bed liner. Make up a couple pins so it's quick disconnect. We're getting a lot of rain here today. Here she is. Not the best looking thing, but boy, I tell you, you can get a lot of wood in that. It's just sawed in half and doubled over. Not going to win no beauty contest, but it's a multi-purpose type thing, right? And if you want to take it and you can throw it up aboard the truck yourself. It's very lightweight. So the budget is in. If you want to count $7 for them screws, go ahead. But I haven't spent money on it. Just a bit of labor. Time to get your logs out. A bit of work to that. And them gaps also serves for getting logs. Like if you're hauling 14-inch logs, the crown of the log now fit right in them notches. So you take two nice ones and one on the top. So you take three nice logs, and once again you strap them on with your ratchet straps, and away to go. And you hook your pelican on back here and take your wood that you. There's a lot of wastage cutting logs. You know you can't leave your tops in there, so you cut all the small wood too, and put in your pelican slide and go on with your logs. And way to go. Yeah, thanks for watching. It was a interesting process, but hopefully she lasts us. We get some runners here for backup. She'll blend in with the grass now.